Hey guys, Mr. Nero 36 here, and I'm here to do, I used to say it's kind of a movie review, and kind of a very nostalgic moment of my life. Basically when I was like a little kid, basically when I was like, I don't think I was even close to being 10 years old yet. And which by the way, I'm actually 21 right now. I'm pretty sure I got this movie like just a little bit after the movie came out, and of course I'm talking about Pokemon, the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. And I actually seen the movie plenty of times recently, and it actually brings back memories from back when I was a little kid. And all I have to say is that I actually do kind of like this movie. I think it's actually the best movie I've ever seen. I mean, the other movie I've seen is actually Pokemon the movie 2000, and it was okay, but it's not as good as Pokemon movie 2000. Not Pokemon movie 2000, Pokemon the first movie, and let's see. Okay, so basically, and of course before the movie, there ends up being like Pokemon, I believe it's Pikachu's Vacation or something like that, where basically they start going out to have like a good time or whatever, and with good time or whatever, and they try to keep Togepi under control from like crying, and there isn't been like 3, 4, or 5 Pokemon, something like that. Which I believe some of them actually from the 5th generation, so let's see. Actually, I think there's 3, actually. Snubbull, Marill, and Cubone. Cubone, which by the way, these guys are basically bullies. And pretty much they're about to pick a fight with Squirtle and Bulbasaur. And eventually, basically when Pikachu and Raichu got into it, they took on like 100 miles per hour, and they stepped on Charizard's tail. Charizard gets pissed, and Charizard gets pissed and starts going at Pikachu and Raichu. And how inconvenient can it get? Charizard actually gets his head stuck in a hole, which by the way is like a hole in a top. So basically when he starts losing it, he shoots off his flamethrower. His flamethrower attack will actually go like through a hole up there, and for a little bit the Pikachu and friends started doing it. They couldn't do a thing. So when Pikachu actually got desperate and he actually came to Raichu, Snubbull, Marill, and Cubone, Has didn't help. Everybody but Cubone helped. I guess Cubone was actually one of the more stubborn out of the others. And yeah. Sorry if my talking is not that interesting, but I do have shortness of breath. I don't have asthma or anything. I just have shortness of breath right now. Honestly, I don't know how that is. Which, by the way, I don't smoke. I never touched a cigarette before in my life, so. Okay. Okay, so basically everybody keep on trying to get Charizard out of there, and they can do a thing. Of course, eventually, like later on, Kiwo came in and helped, and Charizard got free, and basically everything worked out. Everybody worked out at the end. Everybody started getting along, and the vacation ended there. So once again, that's a very nostalgic moment in my life. Now I'm gonna get into the actual movie of Mewtwo Strikes Back. Mewtwo Strikes Back. Actually, so I'm going to tell you about the character of Mewtwo. Mewtwo is actually the 150th Pokemon, which is actually he is actually cloned from Mew. From Mew. And Mewtwo has actually been created by these scientists or whatever, and scientists or whatever, and all they care about is doing like a whole bunch of tests of Mewtwo. Mewtwo gets pissed. He kills all the scientists. He kills all the scientists and he destroys his lab and he escapes. And then Giovanni comes up and basically asks him to be his partner. And yeah. And so they're gonna rule the world together. And after some of this battles, which by the way Mewtwo's actually been kicking some ass in his battles. At battles, once again, Giovanni basically portrays him saying, "You know what? You're my Pokemon. Obey me." Mewtwo gets pissed. He destroys Giovanni's lab or whatever, and start heading off to whatever. And then alright, so up next Ash gets into like a battle. I'm actually gonna talk about some of the things that actually does not make sense in this movie. Which I guess, like for example, basically at the end, which by the way Ash actually won the first two matches, Squirtle and Bulbasaur. But then when Ash actually took on 3 Pokemon in him one shot, which doesn't make sense that one of this Pokemon is actually a Golem. And Golem's actually a ground type. I don't think electric type actually works, but then again, Pokemon was actually young at the time. And there's actually some confusion about walking. Electric type moves actually hurt rock type Pokemon. Well, in the games, electric type attacks actually can't hurt like rock Pokemon alone. It's ground types that they can't hurt. They can't hurt because the thing is, Pokemon like Onix, Geodude, even Golem, they're ground types, so Pikachu's electric type attacks won't hurt them. But I'm keep looking downstairs, by the way. So yeah, which so yeah, basically Pikachu's electric type attacks can't hurt like Onix, but his attacks actually can hurt like let's say Cranidos or those pass, because they're only rock type Pokemon, they're not ground type, so electric type moves actually can hurt those Pokemon. Alright. I guess another thing they pretty much and basically, okay, so eventually Ash actually did get this invitation to be getting to a place called New Island, but it's actually it ends up being a pain in the ass to get there because there was actually a storm. And of course, way to break the fourth wall. Basically, when Brock said, "I didn't know Vikings even existed," and Ash, without even skipping a beat, said, "They mostly live in Minnesota." way to break the fourth wall, dude. You basically took your fist and just punched it right in the face, man. So yeah, it's basically gets there. And let's go ahead and start talking about them mistaking a Pokemon. Well, we were able to get here in the bridge with little Pidgeotto here. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's a Pidgeot, dude. First of all, Pidgeot is actually much. Pokemon you have there, it actually has like few long feathers like going down its back, and it's like golden or yellow, whatever, along with a little bit of red. It's a lot bigger than Pidgeotto is, and it's a lot bigger than what Pidgeotto is. That's basically has a Pidgeot. I guess another thing I should probably talk about is okay, well I guess I'm just continue talking about the mistaking of Pokemon. Basically what they did is like this whole stupid game. Who's that Pokemon? What Team Rocket does with the silhouettes and it ends up popping up on that screen. Ends up seeing. And basically after seeing a silhouette of a Scyther, they said, Alakazam! It's like, it's a Scyther, dude. The silhouette is actually a Scyther, because silhouette is actually, because of course, you know how Scyther has like these two little swords going down his arm? That's basically what the silhouette is. Basically what Alakazam is basically him holding up two spoons. Of course, basically what, and basically another thing that I'm mistaking Pokemon is that we have to basically sit in there. Sandshrew? It's like it's Sandslash. Sandslash, first of all, it's a Sandslash. First of all, it's bigger than what Sandshrew is. And it has like this spiky scales coming out of this back. So yeah, it's a Sandslash, not a Sandshrew. And basically like another thing of I can just rest out. Trying to think. And basically what is basically a little bit of racism comes in. And basically what Meowth was like, comes out to his little clone, because they actually do come out with these clones. And Meowth was like, how can I trust you? We're one different. It's like, wow. Do you really have anything? Because most like, we weren't brought the same way, so how can I trust you? Wow. Alright, so that's basically another thing. And and basically what Mewtwo after beating Charizard, which Shell Shocker, the Blastoise, and Brew the Venusaur, basically what Mewtwo did is that he actually caught them all and actually can make clones out of them. I thought it actually came out like all the original Pokemon. Ash decided to make a total ass out of himself, and he started going after Mewtwo himself and started punching him. Which, by the way, Mewtwo actually pulls him back on the cycle, like back on the ground. Pushes back a little bit with his psychic. Once again, to make even more of an ass out of himself, he goes after him again. And basically Mewtwo sends him like flying, and then here comes Mew saving him like a bubble, whatever. And now Ash ends up like 100 feet in the Coliseum. And Ash starts working his way down, and Mewtwo actually starts canceling out all the Pokemon's abilities to start taking them like head on. Not like any special abilities or any of their attacks or whatever. They just have to start going. They have to either like start bumping heads or start going them fist to fist. And I don't think this game should be rated E for everyone, to be completely honest. And I think another, because of that, there's so many, even Brock says, I don't think they will stop. I think this Pokemon is about to fight to the death. Which, and by the way, as soon as by the way, all the Pokemon get so tired, they're hurt so bad, and it was even painful for the movie watcher to even look. So I wouldn't really blame him. If our dogs and cats put to death, it would actually be very painful to watch. I don't even want to look. So yeah. Which, by the way, another reason why this movie should actually be rated like 13 and over, PG 13 and over. Ash actually started going after right between them, and they both start blasting each other. And even Mewtwo was like, "Holy fuck! Did we just kill this kid?" And all the Pokemon started, and Pikachu started hurting them with like electric effects, and all the Pokemon started crying, and there's gonna be like this sad music that ended up touching my heart. Alright, anyways, this movie is actually a movie I actually held to close to my heart. It's very nostalgic. I watched it so many times when I was a kid, and it's really nice. It's really nice to experience this movie again. Of course, at the end, Mewtwo becomes good, and Ash and his friends and everyone. Other than that, Mewtwo actually wiped their memories clean of basically what happened there. For whatever reason. And yeah, that's basically what the movie is all about. Besides Ash breaking the fourth wall at one point, and besides the fact that this movie should not be rated E, it should be rated at least PG-13. And another thing is that in this movie, actually should mistaking this Pokemon. It's a very old movie. I'm gonna rate this game from a 0 out of 10. A 0 is just that the movie doesn't even work at all. A 10 means that the movie is actually perfect. I'm actually gonna give this movie an 8 out of 10. It's that good. It's actually better than all the other Pokemon movies. So that's actually my final review. So I hope you enjoyed my review of Pokemon, the first movie. It's actually really good. It's actually very good. I think the main reason why I liked it is because it's a very nostalgic moment in my life. I mean, yeah, there's Rugrats, Cat Dog, The Wild Thornberries, and movies like that, but not any of them compared to nostalgia that is Pokemon, the first movie. There's actually Pokemon that's just still going on right now. That's actually in 5th generation. At the beginning of 5th generation, what does it make sense that, well, Ash is actually 10 years old? Bullshit. Okay, how could all the stuff that happened in 13 movies, all the stuff that happened in every single season of Pokemon, how could it be like 4 Pokemon leagues all in one year and still going? Unless the clock somehow froze, it can't be like that. I say Ash has got to be at least 14 years old. Even though, yeah, I know Pokemon has actually been going on since the 90s. But still, I think it's got to be at least 14. He can't be 10 years old. So, this is actually the longest video I've actually uploaded in like quite a while. There probably will be other Pokemon movie reviews or even Yu-Gi-Oh movie reviews or whatever. But right now, I'm pretty much happy. I'm pretty much happy with what I saw in this movie. They should. The thing is, I'm sorry, but I think that Pokemon Generation, only Pokemon Generations 1 and 2 has actually been some better ones. Generation 3 was okay. It was okay, but I really do miss the first few seasons, and they really should catchy ideas. And basically nowadays they're pretty much like going all flashy, and then most of the Generation 5 Pokemon is weird looking. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still watch the series, I still follow because it's Pokemon. I do like Pokemon, and I'm a Pokemon fan, but still, I still don't get how Pokemon has changed so much. I mean, you can compare like the most recent English episode to like Pokemon episode 1, the very first episode when Pikachu, when Ash first got his Pikachu. I can tell you, they are almost nothing alike, and it's actually kind of a shame. I really do wish Pokemon would still be the way it was back then. Ash actually has voice is actually different. Voice is actually different. They even made Team Rocket make all badass. I kind of prefer the lame Team Rocket, basically. Which, by the way, they actually did become back, but they're not as lame as they used to be. So yeah. And the thing is, I do miss Arbok and Wheezy and Victory Bell Lickitung. Using Lickitung. Which I don't really like Jesse's Woobat and James's Yawmask. I'm not really a fan of the two new characters that they're with. I pretty much prefer like the Misty and Brock, and I mean, well, yeah, Brock was actually in the Generation 3 and Generation 4 episodes. But basically Brock went to be a Pokemon doctor, and basically it's a shame. So yeah, that's basically what my review over Pokemon the first movie, and you probably won't be seeing any. Maybe I don't know for sure, but there might not be any uploads on Tuesday and Wednesday, because on Tuesday I got a doctor's appointment, and on Wednesday I have counseling. So yeah, so that's my review over Pokemon the first movie. It's an 8. They could have fixed those few simple flaws, and it could have been like a 9 at least. So yeah, so basically that's all I have to say about Pokemon the first movie. See you guys next time.